Hey, what is up, everybody? How are you guys doing? This is Brian with Bluefoot Homestead. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today, Missouri, it's raining. It is pouring outside. We have our second severe thunderstorm coming through. Mostly just high winds, slight chance of hail, but no tornadoes or anything like that. After all, it's fall. It's not tornado season, but yeah, if you hear some noise, a little humming, buzzing in the background, that's what it is. I'm trying to record this in between the storms going through, but this is kind of a break, so it might get kind of loud. I don't know, we'll see. So today I wanted to basically kind of address something I hear a lot. I hear it in the political side of things. Ramaswamy talks about it, like the debates and stuff like that, they talked about it. I hear, people on social media talking about it, friends talking about it, things like that. So I wanted to bring this up and kind of give you my 2 cents on things. It doesn't necessarily mean it's right, but it's just the way that I think about it and what I believe is going on. So a lot of people say that we're making a mistake by giving money to Ukraine. Why are we giving weapons and hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars to Ukraine to support a country that isn't even part of NATO? They have never really been our friend. They've just kind of recently become our friend over all this. Half of the people in the United States didn't even know where Ukraine was or any history about Ukraine before Russia started threatening the invasion on the country. So there's a lot of people kind of just thinking, why are we doing this? None of this makes sense. This is not our war. We need to be taking care of our homeless and our vets back here. We need to be taking care of the border and the crisis of immigration coming over the border right now. Putting the money towards that instead of sending it over to Ukraine. So here's what I think about this, and like I said, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. We should be not only sending money to Ukraine, we should be over there hitting Russia really hard with U.S. troops. Yes, it might end up in nuclear war. Yes, it might end up on attacks on American soil. But here's the thing. Russia, China, Iran, I believe, North Korea, they have all banded together. Okay, that is team communism. All right. Fighting any of them is going to be fighting all of them. So it depends on how you look at it, but the Ukraine-Russian war is kind of one tier. You got Russia here. You also have North Korea over here. You also have China up here. And you have Iran over here. And you have these different countries. They're all slowly moving towards us, is the United States. All of them want to open a big old can of whoop ass on us. They don't like us. They don't like what we stand for. They don't like how we've treated them. They don't like how we've treated the world. They don't like how we weaponize oil. They don't like how we weaponize the money. I mean, there's a lot of bad things we do, and it's very easily looked at as we are bullies of the world, and maybe we are. But we have to defend our way of life. We have to stand up for what we believe. The people that are coming for us, and yes, they are coming for us, don't believe the way we believe. They don't want free capitalism. They don't want the freedoms that we have, our freedom of speech, bear arms. I mean, the whole Constitution, our rights. They believe in more of a dictatorship. Communism. If you don't know communism, look it up. They want us to be under a communist rule. They believe the whole world, China specifically, the whole world should be under communist rule. They believe that is the right way to do it. They believe that is the successful way to be able to run the world. Now they are coming up in enough power with their country to be able to possibly pull this off. The only thing standing in their way is us, the United States. So they are coming for us. Now with Russia, China, and their whole group, Team Communism, NATO being Team Freedom, Team Communism is coming for us, and Russia is part of that. So this whole conflict, East versus West, any way you want to look at it, is going to be World War III. We're already up to like 40-something countries involved, probably more than that, 50-something countries involved in this conflict. That's World War. I mean, if it's, 3 or 4 countries and a little bit of proxy help and stuff like that, that's another thing. We have a lot of people involved in this. So with that being said, World War III and the World War has already started. With Russia coming in, we cannot sit back and let them make ground. The more the Communist Party makes ground towards us, the more leverage they have to actually beat us. The more leverage that they have to let them have a chance on winning the war, on beating us, on the side of cyber attacks, on the side of biological warfare, and all these different things. They just get more and more powerful by the day, especially with China. So we need to step up and put a stop to this, almost to the extent, and this is just my opinion, that we should probably go into China and get this happening before they get too much power. Because if this goes like another 5 years, we probably won't even have a chance. And that's what they want. They want to make sure that everything that they do is going to be a success. And they're already planning past the war and past winning the war. They're already putting things in place to have won the war and for that to be successful after the fact. That's how much confidence China has. Now, the only chance that I think we really have is to hit this early. Hit them before they get too powerful while we still have a fighting chance. That includes Ukraine, that includes South Korea, that includes all these countries that are involved with the Communist Party, because they're pretty much all one. So do we need to be in Ukraine? Yeah, absolutely. We need to hopefully come in and just, maybe put a whooping on Russia, knock them out. That's going to be probably a third or more of the power that we're going to have to fight here in the future, because if we just let them stay powerful and China goes in to invade Taiwan, Japan gets involved, there's issues there, we get involved. Now we have a full Russia, we have a full China, a full North Korea of power. Sorry, I got my cats are wanting to jump into a pot cauldron thing that I used to defeather a chicken and process a chicken today, so I don't want them falling in the water. But yeah, I think the quicker we can get involved into Ukraine with our troops, to get involved into Russia, to get involved into China, that's probably going to give us our best chance of coming out of this, not unscathed by any means, but maybe still afloat and floating as the United States of America and as the country that we know it, to where we can actually come back through, reconfigure our government, reconfigure all the things that have been messed up going through this crisis, and maybe make it work. Because I don't want to just let them get more and more powerful, or where they just come in and put a big old whooping ass on us and take us out. Because really the thing is China has one hell of a plan on making sure that they take us out. And like I mentioned before in other videos, they're going to do a shock and awe. They're going to come in with biological warfare. They're going to come in with possibly nuclear warfare, cyber attacks, drug warfare, psychological warfare, propaganda warfare, etc., etc., etc. And they're going to hit us all at once. It's going to really hurt. And 99.9% of the society here in the United States are not going to see it coming because they don't believe there's anything wrong. They don't believe there's any conflict going on with the United States, that we're just over in Ukraine blowing money for some sort of weird Biden conspiracy. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of what I think about the situation. Let me know. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. But that's the way I see it, and I stand behind that. We'll see how it all pans out, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I'm wrong on everything. Hopefully everybody else is wrong, and China's wrong, and the United States government's wrong, and Canada's wrong, and North Korea is wrong, and I don't know. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching. Peace.